Greetings again. Focus on yourself and relax. Focus on electricity in your body. Just like last class, we are not starting with an attitude like peace or happiness. We are starting with electricity. There is some electricity in your body. So we'll start with that. Good morning, everyone. Translators are getting ready. You are getting ready. When you focus on something for a long enough period, it influences the reality. Pay attention to the electricity in your body. Nature knows what it's doing. Nature knows what it's doing. So peacefully focus. We don't need, actually, we should not control that contemplation. Electricity in the body. Nature already knows what it wants to do with it. So relax into it. Don't control. Just keep in mind that you want the electricity to be harmonious and efficient. Like last section, if you want to use a short mantra, the bija is Aim. A dotted I M. Aim. Aim. Contemplate the harmonious flow of information in your body. But also the good distribution. Aim with an M, like mother, like not an N. A-I-M, right? Yeah, I hope Raven or someone else will rewrite that with the proper, yeah, exactly, like Nick wrote. Thank you, Nick. I'm. Good morning, Esther. Good morning, everyone. Electricity in the body is your contemplation. The bija is I'm. You're not controlling the electricity. Nature knows what it's doing. Your focus is harmonious flow of energy in your body, electricity, or bioelectricity if you want. This is the continuity of last class if you want. I'm electricity in the body. Augmenting the amount of electricity in your body will not give you more energy. Augmenting the harmony of the flow is what will give you more energy. Not accelerated. Electricity flows at a very precise speed in the body when it's in a wire. And it flows at the speed of the ATP, the particles that carry energy in you. So you can't augment speed. So what augments is harmony and efficiency of transactions. In other words, the ego's attitude of power trips hinders the correct flow of energy in your body. If you want more speed of energy flow, or if you want more quantity of energy, of electricity, power. So if you're thinking with greed, I just want more, it will give you a little rush. If you are low on energy, yeah, could help a little bit. But what you want is the harmony in the process, the efficiency in the process of the flow of energy in your body. For that, you need moral strength, not power trips. I'll let you decide what that means. Maybe do a bit of Rishinaya. So you're focusing on harmony of distribution of energy in your body. Physically, what you can do to contribute is daily exercise and a proper diet. And don't burn out yourself at work, for example. Try to sleep well. Simple health solutions. Have a good cardiovascular, not an athlete's supreme cardiovascular, just have a good one. So the contemplation is electricity in the body. The bija is Aim. Harmony and efficiency in how energy flows in the body, how information flows in the body. So electricity is not just information, it's also power, resource. So we want that too. Doing Tai Chi, Qigong, yoga will also help, will directly influence the flow of energy in your body. Let's move on to another topic. Violence and violent ideas. When the human ego, that means us, when we have violent ideas, it comes from the poison of hatred, that it's subtle. As we learn to pay attention to information inside us, it just rises. The anger we have inside, the sorrow we have inside, the feelings of vengeance. It is normal. Nature by itself, without the guidance of the soul, without the help of the mind, the body by itself, and the mind, the mind without education and culture. We're just an animal in the jungle, trying to survive. It is not evil to be violent. It is a primal decision. Not primordial, primal. Visceral. Something needs to stop. Let's break it. It's not evil. It is a cause of suffering. Violence perpetuates suffering. But it's not evil. There is a suffering inside for our animal to react that way. There is already a suffering inside. So, without personal growth, our animal does not know about forgiveness and mourning and moral strength. The body and the mind in its primal state it just wants something to stop. Some negative thoughts rises, anger rises, destruction happens. Now we judge that. I am certainly not saying you should allow it. Oh no. What is best is compassion. Practice personal growth. Evolve in a way that the primal voice would be heard, but not obeyed. Your animal is talking to you in these moments of anger through violence, and then becomes our responsibility. Yeah, it is our responsibility to deal with the power of the animal. See it like God's puzzle. As He created nature, if God exists, or else nature was created with a puzzle. To make sure everything becomes autonomous in nature, let's build in a primordial intention. That is primordial from the origin. And everything in nature will respect the laws of nature. Instinct more than intuition. Impulse more than free will. So that everything in nature will flow, while there is no mind to make decisions. So that is how nature is created, by itself or God, depending on your belief system. And now it is its puzzle, its mystery. It's also what sparked Dharma. Karma gave birth to Dharma. It's what made us want to ask questions. I feel the impulse, but when I act on it, it hurts again, a second time. Maybe that's not the solution. Let me think about it. And then karma gave birth to Dharma. Okay. Samyana gave birth to karma. Karma gave birth to Dharma. Dharma gave birth to mind. You have to think about it. Okay, well, what is going on? And here, philosophy is born along with personal growth. It's not wrong to be violent. It's simply inappropriate. It doesn't work. That's how it is with me. Immediate reaction. So, when I said inappropriate, I felt angry at violence. I was not clean. I said it, but some potential inside, and that's interesting. I was violent with violence. Very primal. It hurts. I've been bullied in life, in my younger time. So I was angry at instincts of the bullies. So when I said inappropriate, I was not kidding. You know, fuck violence, we should break it. I mean, the goal to end destruction, the solution is not to destroy destruction. The solution is to stop destruction at the origin. Yeah, forgiveness, prudence, justice. So I'm happy I saw one more potential because it rised. Yeah, I said violence is inappropriate. I still would choose that word, meaning it is not the proper way to deal with it. That's what I mean, inappropriate. But I said inappropriate in the way that we jump, this is inappropriate. Basically being angry at anger. Which, you know, it's just a continuing circle. Oh, I enjoy being subtle like that. It guides me. So the solution here is to embrace our disappointment with violence. Out of a sense of justice, prudence, and compassion. I still would do violent actions if it was to preserve my life. Yeah. I would sooner kill someone trying to kill me or another person. I'm so glad I never had to face that situation. And I probably never will. But I don't have a blind belief, do not kill under any circumstances. Because then those who don't mind killing, they win. While nature is not evolved enough, we have to deal with it with a firm hand. That is justice for the animals who are a slave of instinct. And it is compassion to those who are trying to deal with it, and doing their best to evolve. Okay. So let's not judge violence, even if we have to do it ourselves. But we don't need to do it ourselves. We have the police, this wonderful system of justice that usually works fine. It rarely fails, except maybe in a few countries. But otherwise it works pretty good in all the modernized countries. So violence inside is not something that is useful as a response. It's just a power trip. And here the reason why I'm teaching about that violence. Violence is a way to augment the speed or quantity of energy in order to destroy. It does not give us more energy. It just burns it faster. And we end up with less. The anger you have inside, the disappointment you have inside, face it. Face it head on. Accept primal information. Be strong enough not to act on it. Feel what is behind it. It is disappointment. You might not believe that today, but I have struggled with violent thoughts most of my life. Until the end of my 30s. I had violence a bit like some of you know Sean Zamba. I lived this intense hatred for myself and others. Of course, practicing personal growth consistently to deal with it. So nowadays, sometimes I still do have a violent thought. It's primal. So if you have negative thinking, I understand you. I sometimes live it. Yesterday night I was living something like that. It was just disappointment, but it became violent thoughts. I saw it when my mind poured the drama in my imagination. Oh, I'm thinking about beating someone up. Whoa, where the hell did that come from? There's an emotion that caused my imagination to create that. Let's go work on it, you know. What did I not forgive? What did I not mourn? And where did I lose my free will? Yeah. The 3 questions, The questions of Aim, if you want. You're not wrong for being human, for your imagination to put images on your feelings. It's not wrong. If you just try to shut down your creativity, you know, when you force yourself never to have negative thoughts, it's not resolving the negative feelings. That would just cut their projection on your mind. But the anger inside is still there. So don't be so hard with you when you have negative thoughts. But use it. Use it to grow. Use it to find what is that feeling that is hiding inside. Another trait that I carry, that I carry since my childhood, my teenagers. I am susceptible, easy to offend. Because I am hypersensitive, I take everything personal. I don't want to become indifferent. I don't want to not care about others. So I am sensitive to how they talk or react. And it's normal, 10% of the population have a reflex of talking shit or having aggressive attitude, whatever they do. It's just a few people, but it makes me afraid of them. It makes me defensive. And I take what they say as attacks. Yeah. So, yeah, I take things personally. It's okay. Seeing yourself as a dragon, that's kind of a cool metaphor or allegory. I sometimes have seen myself as a destructive beast or some kind of divine hero radiating glory and power. In order to impress others so that they would be amazed or afraid. But if I use an image of power for myself, seeing myself as a hero or a great, powerful being or a monster, that's because I would feel weak, powerless. And I would prefer believing in a fairy tale. If I was a dragon, I could just growl and people would be afraid. That's our mind denying that I feel powerless. And I fear being without power. It could make me a victim. Imagining myself as a hero with power. That I have done often. Of course. Like Elena's dragon. Is a lack of humility. The real power we have is moral strength. Forgive. Mourn what was lost. And make that decision to be positive, constructive, morally strong. To be creative with virtue and not just destroy something or impose your will. It is the puzzle of nature. It is the puzzle of nature. The mystery. Not a game. I would not say a game. When you have an impulse inside of just sending people to hell, go away, or just shut your fucking mouth, or talk shit. It's the same thing. It's because we feel weak. When we want to blame others, I mean, that is so easy. We have our moments of weakness and imperfections. Everyone has their moments of weakness and imperfections. So it's easy to see others in their flaws, in their faults. It's easy to talk shit. Like, you guys are so stupid because you still eat pizza. You know, in the eyes of someone who takes care of his health, and where everyone should take care of their health very seriously, and you see others eat junk food, and then you have an opinion. When you're doing personal growth and you see others want to do personal growth and they don't, you say, you guys are so fucking stupid. You know, you're brainwashed, you're idiots, you know. Of course it's easy to say that. It's because inside we feel a weakness that we need to attack others. We're all like this. It's the animal instinct. It's us. It's nature. It's our animal. Yeah. It takes great courage to find the emotion behind it all. What is the emotion that makes us become violent with others or destructive? Pay attention inside. Make that decision to forgive to the best of your ability. And that means to break your pride of thinking you're so good and people are so wrong. Forgive to the best of your ability, even if it's incomplete. But to mourn what you lost. What are you losing in a situation of conflict? What are you losing that hurts you so much? Your love of others? Your pride? What are you losing? Yeah, that's a hard part. And then make a decision to be morally strong. To work on yourself instead of blaming others. To do the work yourself. Yeah. So let's deal with violence in the most efficient way. Find the emotion that gave it birth. Don't judge nature for dealing with it how it does, with instinct. But find the origin. Forgive, mourn, and be responsible about it. All right. Pay attention to the body. Pay attention to the mind and the body. The harmonious flow of energy. It's not violent. It is efficient. It is harmonious. You can be humble and strong at the same time. Humility is not weakness. It's simply that you don't obey arrogantly to nature. Humility is strong. focused, it's dedicated. I'm without violence, an efficient flow of energy in the body, harmonious. I am good. And this concludes our second class on I am. Thank you and see you next time.